Hi friends, in the previous sessions we were dealing with progression. What is meant by progression? What are different types of progression? Arithmetic progression, its cases, activities. Then followed by arithmetic progression we dealt with sum of n terms of an AP. Next we will deal with some of the cases relating to sum of n terms. Okay, here question, if A3 equal to 15, S10 equal to 125, find D and A subscript 10. In the previous cases, you need to find the value of A3 and S10 and you will be given some other data. In this case, the answer or value of A3 and S10 is already given. So you need to find the value of D and A10. Okay, in arithmetic progression we have learned two equations. One is for finding out the arithmetic progression or the series and other is sum of arithmetic progression. Okay, by using sum of arithmetic progression equation, S subscript 10 equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. By substituting the values which is given in the question, 125 equal n 10 by 2, because the question is already given a subscript 10 by 2 into 2a plus 10 minus 1 into d. By using the basic mathematical steps, you will arrive at a formation 2a plus 9d equal to 25. Let it be equation A. Okay, next detail given is A3 equal to 15. At the beginning of the arithmetic progression, we learned the equation A subscript of n equation, in which you will substitute the value of A3 equal to 15 in that equation, where A3 equal to A plus n minus 1 into d. By substituting the available data, A plus 2d equal to 15, let it be equation B. Now you have arrived at equation A and B. Both are in linear equation format. By using the linear methods, you will get the value of D, that is minus 1. Okay, first part of the question is over. Next, you need to find the value of A10. On the basis of first equation case of arithmetic progression, where A10 equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. By substituting the known values and also on the basis of D minus 1 value, you will get A10 equal to 8. Okay, you have got the answer for the D and A10. Next, we will try another case. How many terms of a arithmetic progression 9, 17, 25 must be taken to give a sum of 636? Here a series given and you need to find how many numbers there will be there in that series, so that the sum of all those numbers you will get 636. We already know the equation for finding the sum of the series, and on the basis of available data you will substitute in that equation and you will get 4n square plus 5n minus 636 in a quadratic form. Okay, let's deal with the previous steps. In the question it is given the sum of the series is 636 and we have 9, 17 and 25 as the values in that series. Okay, on the basis of given data you will have A9, D8. You already know how you get D. So by substituting the values you will get 636 equal to n by 2 into 2 into 9 plus n minus 1 into D. By dealing with basic mathematical steps, you will arrive at a formation where 4n square plus 5n minus 636 equal to 0. You already know what is this. It's in quadratic form. So by using the basic quadratic equation, you will get the value minus 53 by 4 and 12. Here the question was how many numbers have to be there in that series so that the sum of all those numbers in that series should give 636. Here by using the quadratic equation, you have got minus 53 by 4 and 12. Here we got two answers. We select only one, that is plus 12, because in the question it was asked to find how many numbers are there in that series. So it can't be minus 53 by 4. So plus 12 or positive 12 is taken as the answer. Next case, find the sum of the series 1, 3, minus 5, plus 7, plus 9, minus 11, plus 13, plus 15, plus minus 17, or otherwise known as 15 minus 17, plus it's in a continuous form to 3n terms. 3n terms means 3 sets of arithmetic progression cases. Let's find out whether there is 3 cases or not. Okay, you need to find the sum of the series. Okay, first of all, we need to find whether the series in a progression form. The series begins from 1 followed by 3, then minus 5, 7, 9, minus 11, 13, 15. Usually in a progression situation or in a series, the numbers given in that particular series will be in continuous form. And also there is a proper interval gap between each number in that series. See here, the series begins with 1 followed by 3. After that it's become minus 5. It's not in a continuous form. So you need to find the continuous form in that series. So take a note. In the previous sessions, we have dealt with a series that goes in a continuous form. Sometimes you can go for alternate numbers in the particular series. See here, 1, 3, minus 5, 7. It's not in a continuous series. There is some issues. Okay, let's skip this 3 and let's find something else. I go for 1, I skipped 3, then go for minus 5. Okay, fine. After that, I skip 7 and go for 9. It's not possible because in a series, you can't be minus on one number followed by plus on another. You can't go like that. It has to be minus sign for all that series or plus sign for all that series. You can't go like minus plus minus plus. Okay, let's try something else. 1 and minus 5. Okay, we skipped 3 and went for 7. Minus 5 and 9, it's not possible. Let's try something else. 1 and 7. Okay, we skipped 3 and minus 5. Likewise, we will skip 9 and minus 11. Okay, after 7 we go for 13. Okay, I think there is a constant difference between 1, 7 and 13. See, there is a difference of 1 to 7 is 6. Again from 7 to 13 is 6. I think we got one series. Okay, likewise, you need to find two other series because in the question it is given find the sum of the series to 3n terms. So we can split the entire series in the question as 3 progressions like this 1, 7, 13 that we have discussed. Likewise, you will get 3, 9, 15 because there is a common difference of 6 in between these numbers. And also you get another arithmetic progression situation where 5, 11 and 17. We used a minus sign in front of brackets because in the series it's already given minus 5, minus 11 and minus 17. So now we have split the entire series into 3 arithmetic progression situations, and on the basis of equation available to deal with some of the arithmetic progression cases, we will substitute the values in that equation and you will get first one, second one, third one like this. N by 2, 2 into 1 plus n minus 1 into 6 plus n by 2, 2 into 3 plus n minus 1 into 6 minus n by 2 into 2 into 5 plus n minus 1 into 6. Now by using the basic mathematical operation, you can minimize that 3 sets of series into n by 2 into whole brackets 2 plus 6n minus 6 plus 6 plus 6n minus 6 minus 10 minus 6n plus 6. Finally, you arrive at a situation where 3n square minus 4n. That's the answer of the question. So from this case, you need to understand that in the previous sessions, we have dealt with a series that go into continuous order, and at the same time there exists a common difference between each number. But it can't be like that in all the cases. Sometimes you have to deal with these type of situations where the series can't be in continuous order. You need to find series in alternate arrangements. Here from the one series you have developed 3 arithmetic situations, and the answer is 3n square minus 4n, because only by solving all these basic mathematical steps you can arrive only at this situation, 3n square minus 4n. That will be the answer. It never will be always the same like we did in the previous sessions. You may not be always arriving at a single value or number like that. You sometimes may come like this. So make sure you do it wisely. Okay, let's try this one. Find the sum of first 15 multiples of 8. Please try to do this question as an activity. It's a simple question. We will deal with further cases in the next session.